I'll tell you what. This is my fourth take, so what I'm doing is throwing away all the notes. Okay, I'm going to ad-lib this session. You're with Scott Macon. Welcome to Jersey Shore Notre Dame football. Here we go. Let's get it going. Lots happened since we talked last. We haven't talked in a while. Hats off to those Notre Dame Lady Irish National Championship. You know, Marina Mamry's right from Manasquan, New Jersey. Jersey strong. One of my favorite gifts this past year since I spoke with you last, and I know a lot of you guys, we have a passion for football, but we don't put on the pads. Maybe the way we did in high school, college, whatever. Best flag football plays, given to me by a very, very dear friend. Enjoyed it. Got the Sports Illustrated top rankings. Who cares? They don't know what they're talking about. Let's talk Irish football. Big game against Michigan. Going to talk a little bit about the season, a few players. Start out with the MVP. He comes from New Jersey. Brandon Wimbush. You have to think about this. He ran for the second most amount of yards as a quarterback in Notre Dame history. Not a bad football school to come in number 2 in running yards. His games against USC. How about North Carolina State? I think 3 of those kids on the D-line are in the NFL. First year playing frontline college starting football. So Brandon, we're expecting big things from you, Jersey strong. Let's talk about the Michigan game. I'll tell you what, Jim Harbaugh, there's only one thing that has me nervous. He's been quiet. His MO has been to be socially out there. Bold statements. Making a brand. But you know what? Why is he laying low? It has me nervous. Rashawn Gary played for Paramus Catholic. Brandon's already played him, beat him. St. Peter's Prep, Jersey City, New Jersey. So there's a rivalry there. I love the purity. I don't know if you saw the interview with Brandon and Jack Nolan. But to me it showed so much maturity and so much inner confidence. You know, the media's coming at this kid. What are you going to do? What are you going to... Hey, remember this. It's poise and pride, okay? Pride and poise. I think the Oakland Raiders coined the phrase. This kid's going to be a success in football, maybe at the next level, certainly in business, obviously in life. My players of the game for the Michigan game are going to startle you because it's really going to be about, I think, 2 things. The offensive line. Eichenberg, okay? It's about Alex Bars. It's about Sam Mustipher. It's about the offensive line. We're going to do running back by committee. And our wide receivers are deep. Chris Fink, one of my favorites. He's gone from just a specialist to probably one of the most special players on the team. We know that Miles Boykin from Illinois is the best player, but in spring practice, Chase Claypool stood out. Now, let's look at our tight ends. Are we deep there? Alizai Mack. Okay, Cole Kmet from the pitcher's mound right out there. Nick Wisher. And that's the magic, folks. We're going to beat Michigan in the middle, in the middle. Not about running wide. These kids are athletes. They've got a couple guys that are going to play in the NFL, including Mr. Gary. We're going to beat them in the middle with our tight ends. In the middle with our running game. Tony Jones Jr. Jameer Armstrong. What a breath of fresh air. Dexter. I don't know what happened. I don't want to know what happened. We'll move on. On defense, here's what I'm excited about. Brian Kelly hit upon it. Most depth he's had on the line, I don't know, maybe in his whole coaching career there. Also, our corners. I'm feeling love and I'm feeling pride. What more could you have than love and pride? And our safeties, I don't know if it's the freshman Eusta Griffith. I don't know if it's our deepness. I don't know if it's the respect of our... There's a senior named Nick that's had a pretty good spring and fall. So, our kicking game is sound. It has a hoon sound to it. It has a... Certainly from punting Tyler Newsome, he can get the ball out of the zone. Here's where we're going to go. I'll tell you right now. Game ball, Michigan game, it's a done deal. Wimbush is going to run for at least 80 yards. He's going to pass for 240, and we're winning the game. Talk about a couple critical games during the year. Stanford haunts us. We play them at home. Virginia Tech, we play on the road at night. We're going to talk about that. The USC game ends our year. I'm not that worried about USC. I've got to be honest with you. A lot of dysfunctionality there. And overall, after the Michigan game, Ball State and Vandy give us the time to kind of ramp up. But this overall schedule, especially in November, West Coast, San Diego with Navy. East Coast, God willing, I'll be there. Yankee Stadium. God knows those uniforms are ugly, but they actually promote two of my favorite teams, Notre Dame and the Yanks. But I'll tell you the truth, again, those pinstripes, the blue, the gold, it's a lot going on. You need Andy Warhol to have pulled that off, or Leonard Neiman. Leonard Neiman or Leonard Nimoy? One of those guys. Hey, Notre Dame football, we love you. Jason Hendricks, you're my hero. If I could come back in reincarnation, the life this kid lives, I envy. Bullhorn players of last year. I know you've been asking for this and waiting. I fixed the battery.
So here we go. The Bullhorn player from last year is Sean Crawford. The kid just went down with an injury Thursday. Sean, no one's shown more heart for Notre Dame football than you. The Bullhorn player for this upcoming week against Michigan. This kid, Jameer Armstrong, is going to do big things. Chase Claypool, big things. And the offensive line, bring it home. They're not going to be able to move it on our defense, especially our secondary. Bullhorn to all you.
We'll see you next time. Jersey Shore. Stay strong. Notre Dame football, Jersey Shore.